This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You ain't going nowhere.
A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Regular. Bravo.
Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's caught. Beckham. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go. Waiting. Check.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Watch the motion. Let's go. What's your son?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw is Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after one. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
47 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Alert, 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 alert.
Following the interception, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Alert, 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 alert. Blue drop, Walker. Real. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, back man. Waiting.
Coming this way, here we go.
What's your son? What's your son?
Working from the gun, Wentz dancing to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What's done? What's done?
Wentz on the give to Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Schobert, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Fletcher Cox in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's it. 180. Run. 53. Check down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. In trouble in the ball. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the draw, here's Sanders. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 18.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Good. 20.
Get your swerve on.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's bring it. Showing it.
Hey, empty. Empty.
Here's Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. Fighting through pressure. Fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, back man. What's 20?
Number 53, Mike.
What's your son? What's your son?
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz is going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Lefty, lefty.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go with Chubb on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53.
On first down, it's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Wentz now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,